Aloha Offline Sharks. How we doing today? Tom Gaddis here. I have my business partner and best friend Nick Ponte on the line. How's it going, Nick?
It's going good. I think people
Hey,
are getting tired of you calling me your best friend. And yeah, no,
are,
I have
are we?
my this slide up. It's not a slide. It's actually my Slack. Um,
Yeah, I see that.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
we can switch out that intro moving forward, I guess.
no. I want it there. I want it there because what I wanted to talk about, I think it's important because it's what we're going to talk about today. So basically what everybody's looking at, right, is what I kind of come into every day when I wake up, when I get to my desk first thing. This is my chat with one of my project managers for my local agency. And so uh, after you do this for a while and you get things going, this is what it can look like for you when you start to get the ball rolling, right? In Nick Ponte Marketing and in Tom's agency as well, we offer lots of different types of local marketing services, right? So what you're looking at today is in front of you is Adriana. She's my project manager, and she's just going down a list of things with local clients, right? So she's just saying, here's the gist, right? So basically every day I come in and I get a message from her and she says, here's a update on Baked on Maui. She's a lead, right? Baked on Maui is a company here on Maui that's a lead that needs, I think they're looking for a new website redesign. So she is following up with them, making sure that we have all the information that we need to build them a new website. And then this next line item here, Ahoy, is it's a boat charter company here, like a water activity company on Maui where they take people out for fishing adventures and surfing trips and things like that. So we're also building them a website right now. Vasoya, he's actually one of the outsourcers on our team that's taking care of building the website. So Adriana's working with him to middleman all of the updates and edits from the client, hand it over to Vasoya, and he's actually building the website. So we're not technically building the website, or I'm not building it myself. You know what I mean? So I think the reason I wanted to point this out to you guys is because it's so important to just have a goal of where you want to go. And I think for both Tom and I, it's been our bread and butter to have local marketing services in the fold of our businesses. I mean, we wouldn't be where we are today without having our local clients, right, Tom?
That's right. Yeah, I mean that's the foundation, the rock. That's what, powers not just what we do in our agencies, but also what we do with Offline Sharks, right? What we're able to share with you guys and bring you in on stuff. Working with those local clients is key.
And it's also been something where I remember a time for both of us, right? And we just had this question from someone in our Facebook group. What's up, Jason Gale? I see Jason's on the call. And we just had this in our group recently. Somebody asked about what would you do if your back was against the wall? If you didn't have the influence that you have today, if you didn't have any of the clients you have today, what would you do to get your next $500? And we've both been there, right, Tom? We've both been there, back
Yes.
against the wall. And multiple times, I would add, multiple times for both of us. And it always came back to working with local clients, right?
Yeah, well, because, and I don't know how much I've ever really talked about this, but I got into all this stuff, like before I was doing local clients, like I wanted to make money online, right? Like I thought that was a good way to make money online, but I couldn't get any traction. I couldn't get it to work. And then when somebody told me about, hey, you have this information that you've learned, all the stuff about digital marketing, like why don't you offer that to local businesses? And I found like that is like a surefire, fast way to get cash flow coming in because, when you're trying to do something that's just based online, it's like it takes time to build that stuff up, right? And the thing with local clients is it's really about the people you talk to. Like you have so much more control over the cash flow coming in, because you can make a decision like, man, this week I'm just going to really like crush it. I'm going to talk to a lot of people. I'm going to get out there. I'm not, I'm going to just keep moving until I get a client. And yeah, it's always a lot I feel it's a lot faster to do it that way, because, you get that client and you can get a check right away, right? Like you could go out tomorrow and have a check in your hand. And it's really hard to do that with other things are out there. And I know, like, even in the beginning of my agency business, like when things were, I didn't have clients, I only had one or two, like, there's times like Nick was talking about with the back against the wall where it's like I'd wake up on Monday and it's like, okay, I've got bills due on Friday. Like, I need to get out there and hustle, right? And
Right.
yeah, and just bringing those clients in was the key to all of that. Like, you're able to get that cash flow going so quickly. So, the thing I would say is, like, if you guys are out there and you're struggling, like, you just gotta put your head down and just keep moving forward, right? Action, action, action. Somebody
That's
said
right.
in the Facebook group the other day.
Action, action, action. And,
Yep.
I would add that what Tom was talking about, back against the wall, going out to get a check from those local businesses, most of the time, and a lot of the time, for both of us, we were going out selling services that we really didn't know how to fulfill yet. A lot of the time, right? We were collecting checks for things that people told us would work, but we hadn't actually done yet. But the people that we trusted, that we were using their information to go out and prospect with and sell services with, we trusted those guys, right? And we were collecting checks based off of the information we knew. And thank God for that. Because I remember, right, having to do what Tom just said, where, we needed to make payments to bills. And so, we have an awesome presentation on the line for you guys today. And I just kind of wanted to start off by giving you guys just a little closer look into what's going on, not with just Offline Sharks, right, but just kind of what it looks like in the back end of, what's going on in my local agency. You can see here the message this morning. Adriana's talking about Vasoya, our outsourcer. He finished another round of edits. He spent 26 hours over the last 3 days, and that's $390. So that's how much we're paying him for 26 hours, right? $15 an hour. Now, this is a little more than you could pay most outsourcers, but he's really, really good quality of work. So we pay him a little bit more. But just so you guys get an idea, you don't have to do everything yourself. And that's kind of what this webinar is about today, right? And we have some awesome guys.
And Nick, how much did you get from the client for that website?
So this client, this website right here that he's talking about is for the boat charter, and that's an $8,000 website. So it'll be, $8,000 from the client. We're going to be paying Vasoya, I think, a few hundred more than this, because we had a mock-up done by him as well. So cost from him would probably be, I don't know, $600. Adriana, she gets a percentage based off of sales. So she's getting paid just off the sale, right? Because she's handling the sale. But basically, we collect a check for 2/3 of $8,000, and I pay her commission, and then I pay Vasoya to go build the website, and we collect all the profits. So it's a really good business model, and it's something that anybody can do. Like, both Tom and I, when we started out with this, like, I didn't know how to build a website, and Tom's still not coding websites by himself, right? I'm helping him do that stuff.
Nope. Yeah, I don't do any of that stuff.
But you don't need to be successful, right? You don't need to be successful. You just need to have the knowledge and know how to do it. So that's actually why we have this presentation here for you today, because there's some specialized knowledge that our friends Neil and Robert are going to be sharing with you. And, I had a chance to spend some time with Neil in Denver, Colorado not too long ago. And we had a discussion about what he's been doing. And, I'm really excited to be able to bring those guys on this call today and share some of that with you, because for a lot of you, this will be some access to that insider knowledge. And yeah, I think we're excited to share that with you today.
Yeah, absolutely. And what I'm really excited about is like what I love about what they're going to show us today is really their approach to. I think Neil said it best when he said it's a value and advance approach. And Nick and I love that kind of stuff. Like anytime, especially when you're, if you're newer or you're in the process of growing your agency, like anytime that you can have a foot in the door strategy, a system, a method that allows you to show some value in advance to bring those people into your fold and start to build that relationship, I think is good. The downside to that normally is that if you're going to produce value in advance, it requires, time and things like that. And what I'm so excited about with what Neil and Robert are going to show you guys today is they have a foot in the door strategy. They have a way to bring that value advance to the prospects that you're talking to, but it requires it's so little effort on your part to do that it makes it totally feasible to be able to do it on a bigger scale and bring those clients in. So that's got me super excited. And I know you guys are going to love it. So why don't we introduce Neil and Robert? Aloha, guys. How's it going?
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing?
We are fantastic.
Really good. Neil, I'm just going to throw you the presenter then, right?
Yeah, I've got my slides ready.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, awesome. Great. Well, we're super excited you guys are all here. I see everybody already popping in the chat box. So make sure if you have any, if you have other things open, if you're trying to multitask, focus in because you guys are really going to want to see what these guys are doing. What they're doing is working. And it's a really great value and advanced strategy. So, turn off those distractions, pay attention, ask questions. Nick and I and our operations guy, Cameron, is on the call. So we'll be here answering your questions and stuff like that. And we will get this cracking. So Robert, Neil, the presentation is yours.
Awesome. Thanks for that warm introduction. I appreciate it. And Robert, you want to say hi real quick? I know that was kind of like a natural chance for us to step on each other.
Sure. Yeah. Hey, everybody. This is Robert.
Awesome. That's my partner, Robert Dixon. My name's Neil McPherson. I'm coming to you today from Denver, Colorado. Robert's out there in Washington, D.C. We've been running a business together for years, and we maybe get together once a year. We talk pretty much every day on Skype and over the phone. That's how we get it done. So we've got an awesome presentation for you guys today. What we're going to show you is how to drive red-hot buyer leads and sales for any local business while collecting high-ticket recurring income for years. Give me a 1 or a yes in the chat box if that's something you're ready to learn today. Looks like we've got an awesome crowd on here. I see you guys are very active already, so feel free to say hey. Let me know where you're joining us from, and I'll grab a quick drink of water, and we'll get cracking. Cool. Stanley said 1. Maryland, nice. 1 from VA. Awesome. Southern Cal, I'm actually originally from San Diego, Martin. Nice. San Diego. Oh, we got San Diego as soon as I said that, actually. Canary Islands. That's where I'd live if I could, Ron. Or not if I could, but one day. You know what I mean? I don't know. Part of me just never wants to live outside the U.S. and be away from all my family. But anyway, all right, guys. So let me go ahead and get cranking, all right? So before I get going, I got to get my slides to work. Before we get going, I just want to kind of prove that we practice what we preach, right? Robert and I don't teach anything that we haven't actively done extensively in our business before it ever hits the marketplace. And we really do, what we say, right? This is a screenshot from our merchant account. You can see it's current to last month, June 2019. And every month, like clockwork, around, $12, $15, $16, $18,000 is rolling into our merchant account, right? And this is from what we're going to show you here on this webinar today. I also want you to keep in mind that doesn't include PayPal or checks, right? We take checks as often as possible to save on the transaction fees, and also PayPal if people want to do that as well. So this is just our merchant account. This is just credit cards on file, recurring income, right? And that's what we're here to talk about today, all right? So if you're excited about that, then keep watching, pay attention. We're going to dive into exactly how you can produce results like this for yourself and how we go about getting our merchant account to look like this on a monthly basis, all right? Sound good? All right. So let's keep going. So this is a quick and dirty workshop without filler or hype. We're going to get right to it. We know you guys are busy just like we are. We respect your time. So that means we're going to be moving quickly. I've got a lot to share with you, and we're going to be getting right through it. So close Facebook, email, Twitter. You can chat with so-and-so about Trump or whatever later on, right? Take an hour or so today to really dedicate this time to your business and pay attention and take notes, okay? So that's pretty much it on that. Quick introduction before we get going. Some of you guys may know us on here. Some of you may not. Who are you guys and why should we care, right? This is Robert and I kind of doing the cool kid thing. I got my Flavor Flav picture. Robert's got his Coolio picture. That's him up there on the right hanging out with Greg Wells and Tim Castleman doing who knows what. That's me taking my little brother to his first NBA game with some floor seats. That's me on the left hanging out with Justin Sardi and Tim Castleman and Joel Kahn. That's Robert there on the left hanging out with Dr. Ben Atkins. And on the bottom right is me and your good friend Nick Ponte, right? So like Nick said, he actually came to Denver a few months ago, and we actually sat down and had lunch. It was a great conversation. And really the number one thing I think that came out of that conversation is how much we realized how similar we run our businesses, what we do with our local clients, how we approach things, value in advance, little to no selling, things along those lines, right? So between Robert and I, we've been in this business for over 20 years combined. We service hundreds of local clients in a wide variety of niches, everything you can pretty much think of. Over 7,000 students benefiting from our teachings to date. And like I said, in the trenches knowledge, we only teach things that we actually do in our business, okay? So we started out just like everybody else, right? A lot of you guys on this call, maybe if you don't have a client, you're just getting started. Right? Everybody has to start somewhere, right? I started my client business from my grandmother's kitchen table. Life wasn't going that great. I was getting out of a bad relationship. I was living on the GI Bill. I'm a veteran. And that's kind of how I got my start, right? That's my grandmother on the right. Robert started his business from his parents' basement, just selling websites, right? Both of us kind of failed, tried some things online, affiliate marketing, stuff like that, had some moderate success, or if, a little bit here and there, but ultimately we gained some skills and decided to start using those skills like SEO, WordPress, all that type of stuff to help real businesses, right? And that's when things really started to change for us. And along the way, we made the same mistakes as everybody else, right? Robert and I do a lot of coaching calls. We talk to our students on a regular basis. And we see the same things over and over and over, right? Chasing potential clients instead of getting them to come to you, which is kind of a psychological way of looking at it. Chasing the wrong clients, right? Going after people that are just trying to kind of, get a buck or get what they can out of you and move on, or they're not looking to stick with you long term, or, you know what I mean? They're not trying to pay as much as you're worth, all that type of stuff, right? Not charging enough, selling one-off services. That's something we're going to talk about a lot today. Recurring income, right? When you're selling one-off services, you have to always be selling. And nobody wants to do that, right? I know I don't. Struggle to make things work at first. Our stories are similar. We started our own agency separately, and we've been working together for the last few years, and both eventually kind of figured it out, right? It was actually a chance meeting in Las Vegas is how we met. I don't know, several years ago, we were at a local marketing event by the Two Rock Stars, put this on, and I was actually on an expert panel with like Brian Anderson, some people back in the day, and I used to like to just stay an extra day after those events and kind of just, soak everything in and take some time to process before I had to go back home and, life kind of gets back in your face, right? And it was weird. So the event was at a Hilton Hotel in Vegas, which is, it's not that great. So I went over and got a cheap room at Bally's, right? I was just kind of an up-and-coming guy at the time. So I was still pinching my pennies even when I was traveling, right? And so I got like a $50 room at Bally's. And when I walked up to the thing, the guy goes, "Do you want a suite today?" And I was like, "Yeah, that'd be cool." And he's like, "How about the presidential suite?" And I was like, "Yep, yeah, that'd be great." And he's like, "You want a jacuzzi in that thing, right?" And I was like, "Absolutely," And turns out Robert was the only person around that day that I knew that was still in town. So here sits Robert and I. We had this whole suite to ourselves. We had some drinks, kind of talked, and that's when we really kind of figured out that we did things very similar, and kind of the beginning of our business partnership was born, right? We focus on things that, involve little to no selling at all, right? They get clients coming to us ready to buy, right? Instead of ever having to chase anybody down. It's a whole different conversation when you do it that way, right? Charge what you're worth. I think I sold my first website for like $500. And now that I know what I know today, I should have sold it for $2,000, right? So that's a big difference. We like to lead with easy, profitable front-end services that help us build trust with the client before we move in for the kill, so to speak, and look for that long-term recurring contract, right, or agreement. And both have the same goals of financial and time freedom. We want to be able to do what we want with our time and have the money to go and do the things we want in our lives, right? And that's really what it all comes down to, okay? So the recurring income that we're going to talk about today is the key to it all right? Without it, you're constantly selling, which is a recipe for burnout. You're starting every month at the beginning. You got to go out and make those sales. But with it, everything changes, right? Life is way different when you have that 12, 10, 12, 15, 16,000, recurring coming into your merchant account every week. All right. Everything you do on top of that is gravy. Okay. It's a lot different than starting out at zero every month. Okay. I like to say that recurring income equals freedom, because it does, right? The best quote I ever heard about this is never start your month at zero. I heard that from Tim Castleman. So when you have recurring income, we start every month at $12, $15, $16,000. We know that money's coming in. And then we go out and get a client. That's gravy. Everything we do on top of that is gravy, right? And you never start a month at zero. If you don't have recurring income and you need to make $6,000 or whatever that month, guess what you got to do? You got to go out and get those clients and make those sales. And that puts a lot of pressure, a lot of stress, all that type of stuff. And it just makes, being in this business not what you really got into in the first place, which is to have that freedom. Okay. So how many people on here have recurring income right now? You have recurring clients. Put a 1 in the chat box if you have recurring clients right now. Put a 2 if you do not and you would like to. All right. So we got some 1s. All right. And a good mixture. Okay. So even if you have some recurring clients, what we're going to show you here today, you're going to be able to take that and continue to add to your pile. Right. And for those of you that don't have recurring clients, then you're absolutely, this is for you as well. Like I said, when you have recurring clients, you don't always have to be selling. You never start your month at zero. You can take your time off, travel, you can get sick, for a couple of weeks, and that money's still going to come in. If you're having to rely on you making sales all the time and you are taken out of the picture, what happens, right? You're screwed, right, essentially. Or it's going to create a big issue if you don't have a good savings account or something like that, right? So recurring income is the key to it all, and it should be your number one goal at the end of the day, right? This is just some pictures of Robin and I kind of doing what we want, right? All the pictures on the right are me in the last 6 to 8 months. I was out in San Diego, staying in an Airbnb, enjoying the beach. Took my little brother golfing for the first time. Went to my little sister's high school graduation. Caught the Nuggets Game 7, my first Game 7 of my life. Money's coming in the whole time. While I'm doing all that, money's still coming in, right? Robert's in D.C. with his kid, in Paris with his wife, in Key West with his wife, Orlando Studios. Money is coming in the entire time while we're able to go out and do those things, all right? So that's what this is all about today, guys. It's about being able to take, what we show you and turn your merchant account to look like that, right? How many of you guys would like to see that, in your merchant account every single month, knowing that was there? How good would that feel, and how comfortable would that make you, in your life, right? Not just in your business, but just in life in general, right? I see some yeses and ones come through here. Okay, so that's what this is all about today, guys. So during this call, we're going to show you the exact system that we use to pull in $20,000 a month in recurring client revenue without ever hard selling in person, cold calling, or any of that nonsense. You'll learn how to land clients for lead gen services, and then how to keep them paying you for years to come by driving them leads that turn into new customers using our step-by-step system for creating lead funnels and monthly marketing packages. Sound good? Give me a 3 in the chat box if you're ready to roll. Grab a drink of water. All right, cool. Thanks, guys. You guys have an awesome crowd out here. Active. I appreciate it. I love it. It's better. I never want to just get up here and talk on a soapbox, talk at you. But so, all right, this training is for you if you're just getting started, looking to build an agency but have no clients, right? We were all there at one point. Maybe you have a few clients, but you're struggling to grow or be consistent, all right? I absolutely understand what that's like. I got kind of off to a hot start and then struggled after that. Have an existing agency and you're looking to scale. If that's you, you're going to absolutely be able to see the value in what we're sharing today. Anybody looking to create a sustainable 6-figure income, that's what this is all about, not just make some money sometime and then up and down and, chasing a fad. Or we've been doing this for years. And what we do is going to continue to work for years to come. All right. And I think you'll see that as we dive in. All right. So let's go ahead and dive in, as the slide says. All right. So this is really our 3-step system to producing those results that I was just talking about. All right. We've really kind of dwindled it down. It really just comes down to 3 key steps. Getting the clients, right? And the way we do that is deliver value and build trust while making a profit. Okay, because not everybody's going to stick on recurring. You're not going to close 100% of the people on your recurring, so you want to go ahead and make some money in the process, so that way if you part ways, no big deal, right? You're going to close the deals for monthly marketing using what we call our low-pressure close that involves little to no selling, and then you want to drive leads for that business and collect recurring fees, okay? So we're going to get into the how to land client stuff. I know Tom kind of alluded to that earlier. We'll get into that in a little bit, but first I want to show you how we drive leads for local businesses, and then we'll get into getting the clients. All right, sound good? All right, cool. So the key to this entire system is to be able to give clients what they really want, right? You guys are a pretty savvy crowd. I imagine if I asked this question, what are they actually looking for, right, that the answer would come pretty quick, okay? More customers, right? That's the answer, okay? I was going to let you guys guess, but I'm just going to give it away. More customers. Leads is right, Kevin and Martin? However, it's not just leads, right? There's a big difference in quality of leads. You can send them hundreds of emails, but that doesn't mean that that's going to turn into new business, right? So they need quality leads, but that's because what they're ultimately looking for is more customers, because they know that more customers equals more money, and that's what they're in business for, right? And if you can do that, if you can send more customers, real new business for your clients on a regular basis, that's what they're going to continue to pay you for, okay? They don't give a crap about Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, any of that stuff, right? The hottest, newest sizzling service. What they're looking for is leads that turn into business, all right? And if you can deliver that, that's what they're going to continue to pay you for. So all they're really looking for is a positive ROI, right? Can you send them more traffic, leads, and sales, right? Here's a question for you. If I said, hey, you give me $1,000 and I'll give you $5,000 every time you do that, why would you ever stop doing that, right? There's no reason, right? You continue to put that $1,000 in knowing you're getting that $5,000 back. Not only that, but you'd probably scale it up, right? Maybe to 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 in and get back even more, okay? So that's what it's all about. When you can deliver a positive return on their investment, they're paying you $1,000, they got new customers, that turned into $5,000, $10,000, whatever it is, they're never going to stop paying you, because why would they do that, okay? So generating leads and generating qualified leads, that's the key word right there, qualified leads, is a huge challenge for most businesses, right? This is a report that I pulled from HubSpot. What are your company's top marketing challenges? 63% generating traffic and leads, right? Right behind that, 40% proving the ROI of our marketing activities. So, and what we're going to show you today and what we do, we're able to solve their top two challenges by sending them qualified traffic and leads, right? And then being able to track it and prove it, right? We're sending them phone calls, emails. Like we know for a fact, and they know for a fact where that business is coming from, right? So we're able to help them solve their top two challenges, which really puts us in high demand, okay? So as you can see, businesses need help with traffic and leads big time, and they're willing to pay to solve this massive problem, right? Like that's their biggest problem, and they're throwing a bunch of money at it, okay? This is a graph that I pulled from eMarketer.com, a report that came out this year. This is the first year that online advertising is outdoing traditional advertising, meaning businesses are spending less and less money on radio and TV and billboards and all of that, and they're finally getting their sense with them and spending money online, okay? So they're throwing money at this big problem, and if you can help them solve that, you stand to make a lot of that money, right? Does that make sense? Give me a 1 or a yes in the chat box if that makes sense to everybody. Perfect. All right, so when you can drive traffic and leads that will consistently convert to sales, businesses will keep paying you for years, and we found that they'll increase their budget over time, all right? This is another portion of our merchant account, right? These are clients that have been paying us for years, 55, these are monthly payments, right? 55, 70, 30, 29, 54, 37, 47, 25 payments monthly, month in and month out, these clients are paying us. They wouldn't keep sending us that money if they weren't getting a return on their investment, right? So check out this case study of a windshield repair company that started out at $500, and is now paying $6,000 a month with us, all right? So this client came to us through a referral, right? That happens often in what we do. When you actually can deliver results, you get a lot of referrals, right? Because people are going to talk about you. If you help blow somebody's business up, they're going to be happy to refer you to, people that aren't their direct competitors, right? So anyway, we discussed digital marketing with them, but we closed the deal ultimately by impressing them with a website demo. We'll talk a little bit more about how we do that later, that we created for them. They started out at $500 a month, but after seeing the results that we can deliver, have increased their budget several times. They now pay us $6,000 a month. When we started working with them, they had one location. Now they have 3, right? It's pretty obvious, okay? And we do the large majority of their marketing, okay? And they're growing and working with us. So you can connect the dots, do the math, right? We currently send them about 800 trackable leads per month between calls and form submissions, right? How stoked do you think your clients would be if you were sending them 800 trackable leads a month? awesome, right? Like they would just be ecstatic. And that's kind of how this works, right? Because when you can send that volume of leads, that actually turns, and guess what's cool, guys, is it's done, you know, after we set it up, it's automatic. It just happens. We don't have to continue to do it anymore, right? So that's just happening on autopilot while we're collecting the check. Our clients are happy. We're happy. It's all good, right? This is an example, or excuse me, not an example. This is a screenshot from our call tracking software. Since this client's been working with us, we've sent them 12,333 phone calls. pretty amazing, right? And that's everything. That's coming from, you know, what we're going to show you guys here, you know, in a second, right? How we do this, right? So, like I said, if you can send your clients that type of results, it's no wonder that they went from 500 to 6,000, right? It makes perfect sense. I would too. Okay. Awesome. Stanley says, awesome results. Yeah, it's, you know, it's a good feeling to be able to know that you can do stuff like that. You know, we're helping that guy or those people grow their business, you know, and it's a good feeling. I hear somebody say no sound. Is that, let me know if anybody else is having that problem, but otherwise it might just be, you might want to log out and log back in, Stanley.
Yeah, no, I can hear you just fine, Neil. So you're,
all right.
You're good.
All right, cool. Thanks. All right, so this is also their organic traffic. So it's steadily increased since they worked with us. They went from 1 location to 3. They're steadily growing along with their online traffic, and you can see that organic search accounts for over 60% of their traffic, and our SEO work provides the majority of their traffic, all right? So we're sending them leads on a regular basis, and they're steadily growing from working with us, and that's what keeps clients paying us for years to come. Do you specialize in a niche? That's a good question. I'll talk about that in a second. This actually works for any niche, but yeah, you can kind of dwindle it down and work with the niches you like to work with or that are, you know, most beneficial for you, Lloyd. So now that you see how much recurring revenue there is for the taking if you can drive leads, how exactly do we go about sending clients leads that consistently turn into new business, right? What's the system, okay? The truth is, or the answer is, you want to build a custom plan for each business because each industry is different, all right? You wouldn't market an auto repair shop like you would market a hotel. You wouldn't market a hotel like you'd market, you know, a golf course. Or maybe those might be similar, but you know what I mean? You wouldn't market a hotel like you'd market a lawyer. You wouldn't market a lawyer like you'd market a chiropractor. You wouldn't, you know, see what I'm saying? You follow me here? You want each business, while they can be similar, you know, they have different nuances, different things, different lead time, or different concerns that those customers might have, or, you know, different things going on with the competition, or all those types of things. So you want to actually take a good look at that industry and come up with a custom plan, right? The nice thing is, I want to point this out, so it's not like every client you get that you got to sit down and come up with this whole master plan, right? You're kind of working from a general framework, and you just kind of make the adjustments based on that industry. And I'll show you here in a second an example of, you know, how we do that for real estate, right? And you know, kind of go from there. But what this does is it shows the business owner that you're focused on helping them, right? You're not sitting there trying to shove a cookie cutter solution down their throat, and that gets them to trust you a lot easier, okay? Plus, as you see, once you go through the process, by the time you get to making this offer, you'll have already gained their trust pretty significantly, okay? All right, so what you want to do for as far as driving leads for any business, you want to build a custom plan that makes sense for that business, right? We'll talk more about that in a second. You want to get inside their potential customer's head, right? What are their pain points? What are their concerns? Have they had a bad experience with this type of business? Have a bad rep in general, like auto repair? You know, what's the lead time? Is this emergency plumbing? Is it something they're looking for today? Or is this something where, you know, they're looking up Ford F-150s and they might buy one 3 months from now, right? So you take all these things into consideration. Is it somewhere they have to travel? How far? You know, is there going to be somebody in their home? You know, what's their concerns about that? Like all these types of things that we'll sit down and think about when it comes to what's the best way to market this type of business, okay? So we figure out the ideal lead gen services that kind of go together in combination, right? For certain businesses, advertising on AdWords, and that comes down to, you know, where the client's at, where the customer's at, right? Facebook, is it SEO, you know, stuff like that. Are they on YouTube? You know, where are they? And then what are their concerns and how can we, you know, connect with them? And then from there, you want to design a lead funnel that will drive leads consistently, okay? So this is an example of what it looks like for a real estate, right? Just to give you an example of kind of a specific niche, okay? And while this kind of looks fairly complex, I'm going to break it down for you all and show you the ads and everything here in a second. This is just to give you a nice picture of the overview, all right? So what we do, right, we have the client's website, and we design that in a way that's designed to convert, and we drive organic traffic to that, okay? When they hit that website, we send them through remarketing. On that website, there's also a place where they can opt into what's called the IDX system, which is specific to the real estate niche. It allows, when somebody signs up for that, it allows them to tap into the MLS listings, all the houses that are for sale in that area. It also captures their information and then sends them automated emails, right? Which is great because it helps them stay in front of the customer without the real estate agent really being too pushy. The emails are coming from the IDX system. Okay. Then we run a Facebook ad for them. We set up a custom landing page. We remarket to everybody who hits the landing page or the client's website. And then we send them through an email series that comes from the client themselves, right? And as far as like actually collecting the emails, they go, we set the clients up with an autoresponder and they go into their autoresponder. So they have like a get response, and then every day they're just getting new leads into their get response, and then the emails are going out. So they don't have to worry about doing anything, but they're getting the leads themselves, okay? So pretty smooth the way it all comes together, but not overly complex, all right? Does that make sense? Let me break it down, okay? And then I think you'll understand a little more. So kind of go through the process, right? So the average real estate prospect, who are we looking for? Who are we trying to attract for our clients? Somebody with good income. Like, we keep it simple, all right? And that's one thing you'll kind of see as I teach you guys all this stuff. Robert and I, everything that we do in our business, we try not to overcomplicate it. We 80-20 everything. What can we do that's going to get the most results that we're looking for without overcomplicating it? Because that's the number one thing that really kind of, screws people in this industry is overwhelm, overthinking, over everything. If you actually break it down, it's not as complicated as it can seem. Okay. So the average real estate prospect, they have a good income. Obviously, they can afford to buy a home. Okay. They already own a home. That's obviously there's first-time buyers too, and that's kind of specialized. But in general, people who own a home may be looking to buy another home, right? They might be researching properties in their area. That's where you'd want to consider search, right? And there's about 6 months, maybe to a year sometimes lead time, right? Nobody's going to look up a home in their area and go buy one the next day, right? So because of that, you want to stay in front of them, right? That's where like the retargeting comes into play, okay? And then we run a simple Facebook ad to our geographical area or the geographical area of that client, right? And the targeting is really simple, right? It's not like this whiz-bang amazing stuff. We target people in an area at an income level and that own a home, right? And then what we do is we remarket to the hot prospects. So by kind of casting a wide net, the advertising is cheap, right? And then once they, click on the ad, now we remarket to those people. Remarketing is also cheap. And so it allows us to kind of get a good cost per lead, but we're getting the right prospects. If they click that ad and hit that landing page, they're obviously interested, right? And I'll show you the ad here in a second, right now. So this is the ad, okay? This is an example ad, and on the right is the landing page. So while this might seem kind of simplistic, there's a little, thought that goes into it, okay? So let's say, for example, that or I know, we know that homes in the Denver area are going for about $400,000 and up, okay? As an example, right? I didn't look up Denver. So what we do is we run an ad that says, hey, find some homes in Denver for under $400,000, knowing that people will be interested in that, right? They're looking to get a good deal. Everybody's always looking to get a good deal, okay? So, you see on here the copy's not even like a whiz bang. We paid some guy, to write this copy. It's just get your free list of the best homes for sale in DuPage County under $300,000. Some of them even qualify for special financing. Get your list today, right? Picture of a nice looking home that attracts attention. Learn more. That's it. Then we send them over to the landing page, right? And now when they get to the landing page, there's, again, no reason to overcomplicate this, right? They're there looking for the list of homes, okay? So they click on the list of homes, all right? Or they put in their name and email to get the list of homes. Those landing pages convert great. There's no reason to overcomplicate it, once again, okay? And then once they opt in, what we do is we send them to a page that we created on our client's website that has exactly what they're looking for, a list of homes in DuPage County with under $300,000 or whatever it is. Also, right there, we have an ability for them to opt into the IDX and search the homes in their area, right? So they've already hit the landing page. They've opted in there. We've got them now on that autoresponder series. And there's also the potential for them to get in the IDX, which that's what this is a screenshot of. You can get a WordPress plugin from a thing called iHome Finder, and that's how you do the IDX, right? Not super complicated. But anyway, so now we've got them all over the place, right? We're remarketing to them on Facebook and Google. They're getting emails from us, all this stuff. And we're staying in front of them the entire time that they're going through the buying, decision process, right? And that's what helps our agents close deals. All right. So that's how we do it for real estate, right? Does that make sense? Everybody see how that makes sense? I didn't go through my bullets there, but they're tagged for remarketing, and ideally they sign up for the IDX. But if you kind of see how that all comes together, just give me a 1 or a yes in the chat box. I'll show you kind of the end result here on the next page. So this is what it looks like at the end, okay? So we set that up. You know, we said run the ad. We have them go through the landing page. The client's web. All this is pretty much automated once it's set up, right? The client's website, the ads, it all runs. And this is what it looks like. You know, we're getting buyer leads for 31 cents a click, and we're sending them notifications. And this is daily, you know. This when I took the screenshot, it was like July 23rd. So July 22nd, 21st, 19th, 17th, 15th, and more than 1 lead a day. 11 leads on this day, 5 leads on this day, 12, 3, 8, 3. See what I mean? So we're sending them multiple leads a day, and it's all from that funnel that I showed you a little bit earlier, okay? 31 cents on Facebook. Yep, Ben? Absolutely. So that makes sense, everybody? That's how it all comes down. What we do, I'll back it up just a second. I really want to make sure everybody gets this, right? You know, we kind of create this funnel right here, and we customize it for a real estate agent, right? And this is kind of our basic framework, and then we add in the elements that are specific to that niche. Like, you know, sometimes where it says automatic IDX emails for a plumber, for example, it might be coupon strategy that we use, or, you know, things like that, okay? And then you know, break down the client, come up with the targeting, which is pretty straightforward, create a simple ad and landing page, you know, and have a strategy for once they opt in, and then ultimately send your clients the leads, okay? So that is how, you know, we go about setting up a funnel for a particular client, okay? So now that you see how easily you can create a funnel to drive leads consistently, how do you get clients in the first place, all right? Tom kind of gave it away a little bit earlier, right? We use a value and an advanced strategy, and I'll just go ahead and dive into that now. Let me grab a quick drink of water. You guys can read that for a second while I grab this drink of water.
Hey, Neil, can I chime in real quick?
Yeah, totally, Nick.
Okay, so a couple people just want to know what an IDX feed is, and for those of you that don't know, it's related to real estate specifically, right? It's basically in your area, you have all these homes that are for sale, and it's a list of homes that are for sale, and you can pull that information through a feed, which is what an IDX feed is. Is that right? Did I say that correctly, Neil?
Yeah, basically, that is. It taps into the MLS, which just makes it sound more complicated, but which is like the list of homes in that area, and then they get in there and they can search. Yeah. Exactly, yeah. So sorry, the IDX always kind of catches everybody, but that was just why we wanted to show you how that's something that's kind of specific to the real estate niche, so we work it into our lead gen system, right? Obviously, we wouldn't be using IDX for a plumber because that doesn't exist, but we take everything into consideration for a given niche. And that's just an example of how we do it for real estate. So, okay, so as far as getting the clients goes, right, the way that we do this is leading with a profitable front-end service that's easy to deliver, solves a problem for the client, and allows us to build trust quickly, okay? The concept is widely known as value in advance, and we've quietly been using it for years to land clients without selling, all right? So when it comes to landing new clients, you're already behind the 8 ball like that weird-looking dude. Excuse me. Especially if you're just getting started, right? For all of you that said too earlier that you didn't have, you know, clients yet, you know, we get it. We were all there at one point. All of us had to start in the same point, right? No clients, you don't really have any proof, and getting them to trust you is an uphill battle, all right? And to top it off, almost every business in this day and age has been burned at least once by marketers making empty promises and taking their money and bailing, right? It's almost the same story every time. But those of you who have clients, you'll totally understand this, you know? It's like, where's Jim who built the website, and we can't find him, and he's gone, and we don't have the password, and, you know, stuff like that. Or they said they'd rank us on #1, and we were there for like a month, and then now we're gone off the front page, and we can't get a hold of those guys. Like, those stories go on forever. And so, you know, you kind of have that working against you, and value in advance really overcomes all of that and removes the need for you to do any hard selling to land new clients, all right? So when it comes to value in advance, what you want to do is you want to focus on front-end services that have an evergreen demand, right, that are always going to be in demand, that solve a major problem for the business. Whenever you solve a problem for somebody, they're always very grateful, right? And then they're very, very open to what you have to say after that, okay? Are easy to deliver quickly, right? You want to be able to deliver this quickly without a lot of work on your part. Make some money in the process, right? You want to use services that have a high profit margin, and then lead up to all other services that you offer. All right, just kind of natural, right? You want to solve a problem, do it quickly. You want to make some money, and then they want to be set up to offer your ongoing monthly marketing and lead gen packages, okay? So you can do this with videos, right? You can do it with Facebook and Instagram, YouTube setup, Google My Business, etc. Like there's a lot of, $200 to $500 foot in the door strategies that you can use. But like I said, a lot of them aren't very profitable, right? And that doesn't match up with what we're looking for. So for us, our bread and butter is web design, right? And before you web design, just kind of hear me out, right? First off, this is a screenshot from Google. If a business owner was to go search this, you can expect to pay $3,000 to $9,000 in addition to monthly maintenance, which we charge as well. The bigger your company, the higher you expect your cost to be. So it's highly profitable, all right? We can get these websites built for a couple $100 or less, right? And we get payments like these all the time. $2,000 for website design and development, 50% deposit, $19.99 web design and development, $750 deposit, website design and development, right? And this is all gravy, right? So this is all on top of the recurring income that we already have coming in each and every month, okay? And not only that, but it's easy to do. I'll get into that in a second, actually. I got a little ahead of myself. It also solves major problems quickly. You wouldn't really think about web design as, hey, this solves a problem, but it does, right? Poor design kills conversions, all right? If your client is spending money on SEO and advertising and all that, and their website sucks, they're wasting money. They're throwing away money. And once you explain that to them, that's going to get their attention. Also, poor design kills credibility. It's 2019, right? Everybody expects a good business to have a good website, right? Ego even plays a role in that. Business owners don't like to know that people are looking at their business negatively. Slow site speed, as you guys well probably know, thanks to Nick and his amazing development talents, hurts rankings, right? It's if your site doesn't load, it's called bounce rate. They click on your Google ad, they go over there, it takes too long to load, boom, they're going back to Google and they're out of there, okay? Not optimized for mobile pretty much kills everything. Google is really penalizing sites that aren't optimized for mobile. So they're not going to rank, they're losing traffic, they're losing sales, everything. And it's all, we can fix it very easily for them. And it leads up perfectly to our lead gen packages or any other service that you might offer. And it's easy to deliver. Nick was actually kind of talking about this as we got started, which I thought was, pretty cool. It's really pretty straightforward. That's why we love web design. The profit margins are sky high. Designers are a dime a dozen. You can find them very easily, get them built for, under $200, charge $1,000 or more per site, right? So you're making $800 plus dollars, $1,000, $1,200 in profit before you even make them an offer for any ongoing, right? You're just building trust. You usually get paid half up front, so there's never any money out of your pocket. You collect the info from the client, how they want their website to look. You let a designer build it, and then you deliver it and collect the remaining payment. Maybe there's a revision or two in there back and forth. And that's it, right? It's a pretty straightforward process, but it solves a major problem, makes you a nice little chunk of money, and then sets you up to land them as a recurring client, okay? So not very complicated and super easy to do, and it comes with a nice payday every single time. It keeps payments flowing like this. It keeps the gravy pouring in, right? Website design, $1,500. Website design and development, $997. Half payment, $748.50, right? And this is all on top of our recurring monthly billing, all right? So now that you understand why the value in advanced strategy is such a no-brainer, let's dive into the method that we use to keep those payments flowing while building our recurring revenue in the process without doing any selling, right? So what we do is we find businesses with bad websites or no websites at all, and we create them a demo of what we can do for them, right? A demo, not a fully functional website, but a demo. Hey, this is what your website could look like, right, if you were to hire us, okay? So this concept works so well because we're demonstrating that we can help them before we even make them an offer, right? They don't know us. We haven't tried to sell them anything, and we're like, hey, check out this demo that we made for you, okay? And it comes off as custom. You'll see it in a minute. I'll show you the tool, how it works, but it comes off as custom even though it takes us just a minute or two to do it. So this separates us from the competition and makes selling more like taking an order, okay? With the demo strategy, there's literally no selling, right? This is somebody giving us a response from an email offering them a demo. Oh my God, this is awesome. I will present at the board meeting next week. I need pricing. Thanks. This is another one, Robert going back and forth. Thanks for the proposal and the updated demo. I didn't see anything about our website being available on mobile. Robert goes back and explains how that works. Thanks. Check and sign contract mailed out today, right? Does that sound like there's any selling involved in that process? Like, hey, you need to buy this, and here's why, and here's all the objections, and yada, yada, right? There's none of that, right? It's just, hey, here's this. It's more like taking an order. Like, all right, sounds good. We sent you the check. Great. We'll build the website, It's that easy, okay? So to automate this process, we created a tool that finds the perfect prospects and delivers value in advance client landing demos in minutes. Let me go ahead and show you how this works. I'm going to play a quick video. Bear with me while I get it playing here for a second. And yeah, just check it out. Takes just a second. All right, hey everybody. So this is our Lead Advance software that we use to land clients using the Value in Advance demo strategy that I was just talking about. Okay, so real quick, I'll just show you exactly how it works. All right, so this is your dashboard. You've got recent things that you've done, like your campaigns, recent searches, business profiles, websites, and so forth. Then you've got all your navigation on the left. So you can create a campaign, and that's how you can track your leads. So for chiropractors, I would make a campaign called chiropractors. Then you can search businesses. I'll show you about that in just a second. And then we've got some settings in here that are kind of important. We'll talk about that as we go. You've got an image library you can use to in building your demo sites. There's starting points, default starting points, and starting points that you can create, which just save you a ton of time when it comes to actually creating the demos. And then you can review your search history as well. Down here you can manage the businesses. You have your leads, profiles, websites, and I'll talk about all that in a second. Okay, so you can go over here. Let me go to one of my recent searches, and you kind of just get a feel for what the search is like. So what this does is it really quickly brings up a preview. So you can type in Lakewood chiropractor, whatever, and it'll pull up a preview of their website. It'll also show you their star rating. Okay, the star rating is mostly just to let you know, hey, this is a business that can definitely use our help. But ideally, we just want to be able to quickly look, and about 25 to 40% of these we find fit what we're looking for, which is just simply, hey, are our demos better than these guys' websites? And that means that they're a good target. We can send them over a demo. It's going to look a lot better than their existing website, and that's what's going to help us close the deal. Okay, so I would just go through here and find all the ones that looked kind of crummy. This one. You just do this for go on. And just to save us time in this demo, I'll go ahead and just scroll down. So what I would have done, maybe selected 10 or 15 along the way, and then hit submit. And then the software is going to go ahead and move those over into the leads section. Okay, so then you can go over here to your leads, and you can see all the leads that you have saved, right? For example, okay, you can sort by campaign. So let's say I wanted to see all the chiropractors that I've been saving here, right? And then from here you can go ahead and create a business profile. So what we can do here is we're going to grab all the text and images from their website so that we can use those when we go to create the demo, so it comes off as very customized, but it takes us just a second to do that, right? As soon as this page wants to load up for me, come on, man, what's going on here? Anyway, sorry about that. So anyway, you go in here and now you can pull all their images, right? So first off, it's got their business information already in here, their name, their address, their phone number, their email address, and everything like that. Then what you can do is you can grab any images that look like they may be relevant, that maybe you want to use in the demo, right? So you go here and to see which ones you want to use. None of these look too amazing, and I know that the ones in my starting point for chiropractors are a little bit nicer than that, right? Then from here we can also drag over any content that you may want to use, right? Of their content that's going to be populated in the demo site. So I just grab whatever looks like it might be useful here. And for these guys, it's just a couple things. And then I go ahead and save it. And now I can go ahead and create the demo for that business, right? So now I can go over here to my profiles, and I've got this Adam Chiropractic. So then this is where the starting points come into play. So you can set it up so you have a starting point with some text for chiropractors and images for chiropractors and so forth. Then you just include that starting point when you go to make the demo, right? And then now you click here and you go ahead and create the demo site, okay? So you can go through here, you can change the colors. You don't really need to mess with any of that. It's all set up to look good already, right? And then you can add images if you want. So it's already got images from my starting point in here, and maybe if I wanted to add a couple of their images as well, I could go ahead and do that, okay? Now from here, this is all the content, so you can either select if you want these sections to show up or not, or deselect them, right? So you just go ahead and click those buttons right there. And then to add any content from their stuff, you just go over here and then you can just drag and drop this in here, okay? And the about section, or as you can see. And that's it, guys. That's how quickly and easily it takes to build the process. From here, I'm just going to go ahead and hit create a website demo. This process is going to take just a minute, about 60 seconds or so. It's creating the demo website, so it has to populate the information. All right. So once you're done here and you've got the demo site, it's going to produce about 6 demos. I'll show you what those look like here in just a second as soon as it's finished. And then you can head over to the marketing portal and you can use the email templates that we already have in there. You can also upload your own email templates as well. And we're working on testing new ones in different angles all the time. And as we find ones that are the highest converting, we'll continue to add those in there. Okay, so but there it goes. As you can see, it went ahead and finished that. And now we can go ahead and see the demos. All right. So you can see this process, guys. I just hit 5 minutes in this video. I mean, I've not even been on here that long. I'm explaining this to you as I'm going. And look at how nice of a demo websites we were able to produce, right? This looks really good. Has, actual content about copywriters, has their logo up here in the top, and it really looks significantly better than their existing website, okay? So that's one demo. I'll show you a couple examples here. So this is kind of a way a different one looks, right? And puts everything in a different location, okay? So you can see how, and then what you can do, the idea here is that you pick the one that you like the most, right? The one that you say, okay, that looks really good, and then you send that one over, okay? But they all produce really nice looking demos. You see we've got all these different animations and features, and you can remove anything that you don't think is necessary for a certain type of business. Like if portfolio wasn't necessary for a chiropractor, you can go ahead and remove that. All right, so from there, all you do, guys, is you head back over here to the marketing portal, and you can go ahead and message this business, right? So you go through here, you've got everybody in here. You just hit this email button right here, and it's going to populate your email template. I don't know why that did that there, but so what it does when it populates the email template is it shows a preview right from within the website, and it has short codes to pop in all the business information, and then it'll send this out to the business. And that's it, guys. You can continue to follow up with them. It'll track how many times you've contacted them, and then once they reply, you simply get the website built and collect the money and move on from there. Okay, so that's Lead Advance in a nutshell, and let's jump back over into the presentation.
Oh, hey Neil, I think we lost your screen for some reason. Hey Nick, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. Neil's here
Hey,
too.
so
He's pulling
yeah,
back.
okay. There you go. Cool.
Yeah,
Hey,
when
one
the
thing-
video, you have to go back to the screen sharing to get it back up. Yeah.
Hey Neil, one thing I wanted to say while you're working on that is one of our sharks, Brad, he put in the chat box, "Holy cow!" when you showed the demo sites, and like that's exactly how I feel with this, because as you guys heard Nick talk about at the very beginning of this call, like when we wanted to do something like this, like a mock-up in the past, like we had to have somebody on our team do it and build a mock-up, and so it wasn't something that we could use as a prospecting tool. Like we had to make sure they were already a client, but so much easier when you can show these people that value in advance and like, hey, what your website looks like now, look how much better it can look, and then transition them into getting you to do that. So yeah, that's really awesome, and the way that it does the emails and all that stuff is so slick. Like I really like this. So all right, I'm done. I'll let you let you go back, Neil.
You're fine, no problem. Actually, I'll just tell you real quick, like the way that we've been doing this for years, and Robert was the one who had the idea for this software, and one day he was like, yeah, if we just had a software that could do this and this, man, we could blow it up. And it was about 10 months ago, and I just said, well, let's build it then, basically. And so that's kind of how we, came up with the issue. But it used to be really time consuming. Like we'd have to go and find the businesses on Google, and we'd pay somebody, and it'd take them about 2 or 3 hours per demo, and this way we're making the demos in like a couple minutes per each one, right? And you can have a VA running that thing all the time for you. So I'll get more into that, guys, in just a minute. I saw some questions come in. Let me go ahead and kind of continue with the presentation here. We'll take all the questions we can at the end, all right? So give me a 1 or a yes, though, in the chat box real quick. I saw a couple people were having some audio issues. Kind of work on that in the future. Sorry about that. But for those of you that were able to see it, which I think is most everybody, just give me a 1 or a yes in the chat box if you see how easy, effective, and highly profitable that strategy is. All right. All right, cool. I see some ones coming through. Awesome. So, all right, guys, let me go ahead and keep moving forward. All right. So I just kind of want to reiterate kind of how this all comes together. You guys see now how we go about doing this, right? We use our Value in Advance, our Lead Advance software to deliver value in advance. We make some nice money in the process. If they don't stay on as a monthly client, no big deal. We made $1,000. Have a nice day, right? We use our low pressure close, which is our, really comes down to just a proposal that kicks ass. And then we drive leads and collect recurring fees. That's it, right? That's the system in a nutshell, okay? So let's kind of break it down and see how it all comes together, all right? And how this kind of works for you to build that sustainable six-figure recurring income for yourself, all right? Just do some simple math. I don't want to overwhelm anybody, but, let's go from here, okay? So let's say you close 4 website demos a month, right? 1 per week. You're closing 1 person a week, and they say, yeah, I like the demo and I want the site, right? Boom, you have somebody build it, you make the money, okay? Out of those 4 clients, let's say about 50%, which is pretty standard, agree to the monthly lead gen packages, right? That's $1,000. Let's say they're about $1,000 a month to start. Keep in mind that they will increase that budget over time. So in month 1, that's $6,000 in profit from the front end sales, the website demos, right? And then $2,000 in recurring income that you've already built. So rinse and repeat. Next month, do the exact same thing, nothing else, okay? Close 4 website demos again, 1 per week, average of $1,500 profit. Out of those 4 clients, 2 agree to the monthly lead gen packages for $1,000 again, okay? So you make that same $6,000 in profit on the front end sales plus $2,000 in recurring income for a total of $8,000. Add in that $2,000 that you have from the month before, and within 60 days or so, you're looking at a $10,000 a month business, all right? So let's say you're a little bit more ambitious, right? Seems like we got some go-getters on this call. I can see that for sure. Let's say you're a little more ambitious, right? You're going to send out more demos, you're going to close more deals, and you start doing 2 per week, all right? So you get 8 of those a month. 1,500, same numbers, right? 1,500 a month in profit, half agree to become monthly clients at $1,000 a month. That's $12,000 in profit from the front-end sales, right? And you're having somebody else build the sites for you. Plus an additional $4,000 in recurring income for a total of $16,000, right? That's it. So you guys see how this really builds on itself. It's not complex, and all you have to really do is continue to rinse, repeat, and grow your recurring income as this system builds on itself without any extra effort on your part, all right? Does that make sense? Give me a 1 or a yes, or I'm still with you. I'm awake out there. I'm alive. If you see how this all kind of comes together, how we get the clients, how we drive them leads, and how that ultimately leads to, that long-term sustainable recurring income. All right.
Hey, Neil, do you mind if I say something
yes
here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, because I hope you guys see the power of this, because I can tell you right now from Nick and I's, both our experience in growing our agencies, like this is the model that can get you where you want to go super quickly, because we've had so many clients that's the path that they take, right? They start with a website redesign, and then we transition them into SEO services or lead gen or social media, and then they just keep adding on. Like we've had clients for years that way, where once you're doing one thing, it's like they see some positive momentum forward, and they're like, hey, what else can you do for me? Like that, and those are really easy sells to make. So Nick, I know you've had that experience, right?
Yeah, of course. It's a topic that hits really close to my heart. I do a lot of web design, as a lot of the sharks in this call know. I got a lot of clients in my local agency that, come in through this specific service, and it's really just our foot in the door, which is the most important part, right? Like web design for me it's not the end game by any means. It's really just a chance to get people in the door, build them a website, and what we really want to do, which is what Neil started this call with, is get them into those recurring pipelines. We want to make residual income off of social media marketing, running pay-per-click advertising, doing SEO, any other form of marketing service that you can get going on a recurring basis. That's where it really, really, really matters. But when you have a system like this, a system to get your foot in the door and deliver those results up front to, get clients in that recurring pipeline, that's really awesome, and I've never seen anything like this, something that can create 6 demo sites in a matter of 6 seconds. I was expecting to see 1, Neil, but 6, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah, no, you hit it on the head, man. That's why, I chose not to lead with, hey, here's how we get clients with websites. I wanted people to understand the end game of our goal is to get them into recurring. That's what this is all about. And those websites are just, part of the process. We make some good money. That's the gravy, but that, like you said, it's about getting them in the door. And then once you've, helped them with their website or done a redesign or whatever, it's such a natural question, like, well, how are you getting traffic to this? Or, are you doing SEO? Like, it's all pretty straightforward. And I've heard you say this, Tom, it starts the conversation, and that really gives us a great shot at closing them as recurring clients. Okay. So I see a lot of questions coming in. So let me keep moving. And I see a couple of people are like, hey, I got to go. So let me kind of get through the rest of my slides, and we'll take all the questions that we can here when we wrap up. All right. So technical difficulties. All right, guys, now that you see how you can easily create a six-figure recurring income with this system, would you like to see how you can implement this system for yourself and get access to our client landing software for free? Give me a 1 or a yes in the chat box, and I will break it down for you how you can implement this system for yourself and get access to our client landing software for free. Cool. All right. Yeah, somebody said, get to it. All right, Dwayne, I'm on it. All right, cool. Somebody put a 3 just for fun, huh? Awesome. All right, guys. So introducing what we call our Lead Funnels Lab. All right, this is our proven system for driving local business leads while charging high-ticket recurring fees for years to come. Okay. Lead Funnels Lab is an 8-module masterclass. Each module represents a critical component of running a highly successful agency built on recurring client revenue. Each module could have easily been a course on its own. But to serve you best, we included everything you need to get started fast and scale your business to the highest levels. Lead Funnels Lab is everything you need. Here's what you're about to get immediate access to. Module 1, agency structure and setup, right? One of the things that we see a lot of people struggle with is taking too long, overthinking everything, worrying about their packages and their website and their business cards and everything else instead of getting out there and taking the action that's going to lead to making money, right? So in Module 1, we show you how to get started fast without wasting time so you can start making money immediately. In Module 2, we go into landing clients and closing recurring deals. In this module, we cover the key steps to number 1 and 2 in the process, right? So delivering value in advance and the low pressure close. So we go into using the value in advance method to land $1,000 profit clients up front. We show you the low pressure close, how that works, how it takes no selling to close these deals, how to do research, how to break down your clients, and then come up with a good price for your monthly packages. And then we also include our proposal, which really does a lot of the selling or all the selling for you, right, at that stage. In Module 3, we go into our value in advance service delivery, okay? So in this module, we show you how to actually get the sites built, right? How to get them built for under a couple $100, how to use our demo strategy and deliver the service with minimal work on your part. We show you how to easily find good outsourcers and master the process of producing good results every time, right? We've been doing this for years. It's very, very straightforward. Or for those of you who are wondering, yes, you can outsource the sites to us, okay? We will build them for you at a fair price, all right? At a very fair price that leaves you well over 50% profit margins, okay? So it's up to you. You can go out there and you can follow our instructions to get a designer of your own, or you can simply outsource the websites to us, okay? Excuse me. Module 4, we get into our tactical lead strategies and funnel design. And I, highlighted those words because I really want to make sure that you understand. This module could have sold for $1,000 on its own, really. It's worth that much money and more, okay? It's the formula that reveals the best strategies to use for a given industry. So when we get a windshield design repair client, this is what we follow to figure out how to market them. We get a hotel, same thing. Dentist, same thing, right? This is the formula that really will open your eyes to, hey, this is how I can really market any business that comes across my way, right? To take the information, excuse me, take the information from any industry and break down and design a funnel that will pump out leads for your clients consistently and create recurring income for yourself, right? You can use this process to create winning lead funnel for any local business you can think of, all right? Somebody asked earlier about the niches, right? Like we choose to focus on a few specific niches, but we've used this over and over for all kinds of different clients, right? Module 5, lead gen traffic sources, okay? So let's say we sit down and we figure out, okay, the best way to market this client is through mostly Facebook and remarketing, all right? Well, we actually show you how to do that. You don't need to be an expert in any one of these things, right? You don't need to be a Facebook expert. You don't need to know everything about AdWords. Remarketing is really pretty straightforward. You don't need to be an SEO guru. or an email marketing master, right? Just the specific way that we do things on Facebook, the specific way that we do things on AdWords. And what's cool is we actually include a step-by-step checklist for each one. So when you sit down and you figure out, okay, this is the steps that I need to use to market this business, you don't have to go and learn all this stuff from scratch. You can follow our step-by-step system and our checklist, so okay, I got to set up a Facebook ad, boom, follow the checklist, right? Same with AdWords or remarketing or whatever the case is, okay? So we did everything we could there to make that as straightforward and simplistic for you as possible. Module 6, high converting landing pages and sites, right? Like I said earlier, if you're sending traffic to sites that aren't set up to convert, it's a waste of your money and a waste of your client's money. So your lead generation efforts are useless if your web properties aren't designed to convert. In this module, you'll learn our proven formula for creating high converting landing pages and client websites that actually capture leads and do what you're looking for them to do, okay? In module 7, we go into actually capturing the leads and tracking conversions, right? How you actually send the leads over, what software do we use to track the phone calls, all that type of stuff. So the most important part of the lead gen process is capturing the leads and measuring the effectiveness of your campaigns. In this module, we show you how to capture the leads and send them to your clients so it's undeniable the results that you're providing. You also learn how to track conversions for your I got some spelling on these slides, right? Learn how to track conversions so you can improve them and report those results back to your client, right? I see that, Victor. Thanks. Module 6, which is actually Module 8. That's another mistake in my slides. I'm human. Sorry about that. But this is Module 8, reporting, retention, and referrals, right? So it's one thing to get the clients. It's a whole other thing to keep them paying you long term, okay? In this module, we show you how to report to your clients the results in a way that keeps them wanting to work for you, how to highlight the positives of what you're doing. And then we also show you our referral strategies that, how you can turn one client into multiple clients without any extra effort on your part, okay? So as a bonus, we're also going to give you our critical resources and templates for everything we do in our business, right? You get the checklist for all the recurring services that are involved in the lead gen funnels, our cold email templates for landing clients, our deal closing proposal template, and our reporting template as well. All those come with step-by-step training for easy use and quick deployment, okay? So total value of everything we're including here today, Module 1, agency structure and setup, getting the clients and closing the deals, delivering the value in advanced sites, tactical lead strategies and funnel design, which, like I said, guys, that could easily sell for thousands of dollars on its own, just that module. The best traffic sources to use for each funnel, how to create the high converting landing pages, how to effectively capture leads, reporting, retention, referrals, and our critical resources and templates, over $4,000 real world value, all right? And guys, our students see success quickly, right? We only teach things that we actually do, and that's why our students get results, right? So Beth said having some good success with this, closed 2 sites, plus they each need additional work done. One has 35,000 followers on a fan page. I won't read the whole thing, but I found that taking a minute to write something in a quote specific to the prospect really helps. Thank you so much, Robert and Neil, right? This is William. Took another tool of ours, landed a reputation management client. Easy to land clients for reputation management. Started Monday and already locked in the first client after going through one of our trainings, okay? I was a dry cleaner, right? So if you're wondering, hey, is this something I can do? Will this work for me? I'm a total newbie, right? So was I. So was Robert. So was Nick. So was Tom. Like, we all started somewhere, okay? So this absolutely works, right? All you have to do is follow the system. If you lack technical skills, I'm the part of the partnership who's not technical, right? Robert does the development and that type of stuff, and I'm more on the marketing side. But if you lack technical skills, you can absolutely do this. Everything that we've set up here for you today is designed to kind of take the difficulty out of it, right? You see how easy that software is to use, and the lead funnels. I mean, you just set them up and you follow our instructions, and after that, there's very minimal work ongoing, right? So it's pretty automated, You set it up, you get the leads coming in, and then you just have to report back to the clients on a regular basis, right? Maybe check on your campaigns. That's about it. If you're not good at sales, right, this is perfect for you. Our entire system is designed to eliminate sales. If you still have a job, right, all of us had a job. We were all there at one point. You can definitely do this in the evenings, on the weekends, and in your free time, okay? If you don't want to meet face-to-face, right, I'm not saying that meeting face-to-face is a bad thing. We do it from time to time as well. But you can do them, everything over email if you're, somebody who's just really adverse to, meeting face-to-face, right? If you're looking to scale an existing agency, then I think by the time we got to this point in this call, then you see how this can help you, right? Being able to add to your recurring income, being able to add clients to your pipeline absolutely this will help you scale your agency. And if you need to make $10,000 a month, I already kind of broke down for you earlier how you can get to that pretty quickly with this system, right? All you have to do is follow the process, guys. I already laid it out for you several times. Use the demo in advance, or the demo strategy, to deliver value and make a nice profit in the beginning. Close the deals using our proposal template and our low pressure close, and then drive leads and collect recurring fees ongoing. That's it, right? And it continues to scale on itself. This is Keith. He landed a $1,000 job for t-shirt design, which is a little unique. But after he went through one of our trainings, he was fired December 2016, refused to work for anyone else again, already landed his second client so far. I love seeing stuff like that, right? Because I was there. I remember what it's like to land that first client. It's an amazing feeling knowing that you don't have to go back to that life you didn't want to be living in the first place, right? So until all spots are sold, which could very well happen live on this call, we have a big audience here today. Nick and Tom have a pretty awesome following. So you get exclusive access to our exact system for driving leads for any business while building lasting recurring income in the process. You'll learn the entire system with step-by-step, over-the-shoulder training that leaves no stone unturned. Plus, you get all the necessary resources that we use in our business to land clients and close deals. You'll have everything you need to finally build a consistent six-figure income with local marketing and our support to make it happen, okay? So to get instant access to Lead Funnels Lab at a fraction of what this will sell for soon, head over to leadfunnelslab.com/sharks. And Robert, Nick, one of you guys, if you could put that in the chat box for me, that'd be great. All right, and I got a few more things here as well, okay? So I know a lot of people are like, hey, what about the software, right? As a bonus, I want to make this very clear, as a bonus, when you pick up Lead Funnels Lab today, you're going to get access to our Lead Advanced software that I just showed you that lands clients, creates those stunning demos in minutes for just a one-time cost. There's no ongoing fees, right? So we're not going to bill you a year from now. There's no monthly cost. There's no anything like that, all right? One-time fee, no ongoing costs. You can find red hot prospects in minutes. You can crawl their website, which I think is really cool, saves a lot of time. Pull their data, and that's also what makes it look really cool. Like they see it and they're like, whoa, that's my logo, like that's my content. And so it comes off as, hey, this isn't just some template that they sent me, right? They actually took the time to build this. They'll never know that you have this software, right? They'll think that you actually took the time to do that, okay? You can create unlimited value in advanced demo sites. You can prospect for templates, you can email prospects from right within the tool, have built-in email templates. You can also add your own email templates if you like. And it's a grandfathered license, meaning you get all upgrades, okay? The grandfathered license comes with all future upgrades. So, I want to reiterate what you're getting today is a one-time fee, no ongoing costs. You're getting the software as a bonus, and you can even use our VAs to build the demos, right? So we have VAs that we've already been using. We've hired them, we've trained them, they know how to use the software, and you can actually just hire them and have them running it for you 24/7, okay? So I just want to really reiterate that. All right, so total real-world value of everything being included, agency structure and setup, landing $1,000 clients up front, quick and easy value in advance, our tactical lead strategies, which is really, like I said, could be an entire course on its own, the best traffic sources to use for each funnel, creating high-converting landing pages and sites, how to effectively capture leads and track conversions, reporting, retention, and referrals, critical templates and resources, and access to our Lead Advanced software, right? Well over $5,000 total real-world value. So get instant access, all right? So let me just while Robert's doing that, let me tell you a little bit more about our bonuses that we have included, okay? So not only are you getting our proven system with step-by-step training, critical resources, and Lead Advanced software, but we are here to help, all right? It really, we want to see you guys be successful with this system. Your success is our success, right? Somebody just asked, is there support or a Facebook group? So dedicated email support. Once you're a part of our Lead Funnels Lab, Robert or myself, we will answer you within one business day, all right? Not just going to pawn you off on an assistant. We also have a private mastermind group for Terry, who asked that. We do monthly group coaching calls as well. And most importantly, what I think is really, extremely valuable is we'll consult you on your first funnel, okay? So once you go out there and you land that first client and, whatever, it's a dry cleaner or whatever, we're going to sit down with you and say, okay, take a look at the funnel that you've got, for them. Make sure your ads are running properly. Take a look at your campaigns. We'll jump on Skype. We'll screen share. Do whatever's necessary in that consulting call to make sure that you've got that first funnel set up and that you really have a good understanding of how to do that. No, you don't need ClickFunnels, Frankie. So that's the personal hands-on assistance, right? It's in our, your success is our success. The more successful you guys are with this, the more successful we're going to continue to be. So we really want to get in there and help you as much as possible on a personal level. And that's why we have this all set up the way we do. Dedicated email support, private mastermind group will help you with your first funnel, and you get access to our monthly group coaching calls, which you've already done our first one. And I want to point this out as well, guys. We have only ever offered this to our customers. Nick and Tom are some of our favorite people in this industry, so we set this up for them. We've never taken this outside of our own audience. You guys are the very first group to see this outside of them. So we just had our first group coaching call not long ago. It's already in there, hosted in the members area. And then these are the ones that we have coming up, okay? So on August 9th, excuse me, we're going to go into driving leads for hotels, day spas, and salons. On September 13th, we're going to do a deep dive into Facebook lead gen. October 11th, we're going to do driving leads for medical niches like doctors and dentists. On November 11th, we'll do AdWords deep dive. On December 13th, we'll go into legal niches, so like lawyers of different types. And on January 10th, we'll go into contractors like roofers and plumbers, and then we'll continue to build out the schedule from there. But that's just to give you an idea of kind of what the topics are like and what we're covering in our group coaching, okay? So because we're offering so much dedicated personal support, meaning our time, just those funnel consulting calls on their own, right? Let's say, we sold this to 500 people, that's 1,000 hours of mine and Robert's time just to do that consulting, okay? So we have to limit the number of spots available. We have a number in mind, and as soon as we hit that, we will shut this down, okay? So keep in mind, guys, that our students see success quickly. This is Linda, who went through another one of our trainings, got hired for my first logo design since completing the training. This is awesome. Holding off to bid another job, looking forward to a lucrative business. Thanks, Neil and Robert. Okay, so what you're getting access to today, like I said, well over $5,000 in real-world value. You get our entire 8-module course, including the tactical lead strategies and funnel design, our reporting, retention and referrals, critical templates and resources, access to our custom lead advance software, personal hands-on assistance from Robert and myself. Okay. So head over to leadfunnelslab.com/sharks and get instant access to Lead Funnels Lab at a fraction of what it will sell for soon. But we also have some fast action bonuses for those of you who get in right away. For the first 50 people who invest today, you'll also get 3 done-for-you local business lead funnels, all right? So they're done for you, and we have them in the chiropractor, the real estate, and contractor niche, all right? So this is an example of what the funnels look like, and you get those included as a fast action bonus for the first 50 people. And I just want to explain kind of what these are all about. Basically, these are done for you funnels, okay? So everything that you see in here that's an element that you would have, actually created, like the landing page or the email series or the Facebook ad or, any of that type of stuff, we've actually created that for you in advance. And then we give you training on kind of how to set it up, right? So you'll get the email series or, the AdWords examples ads and stuff like that. So all this, it's all pre-written, copy, ads, landing pages, training videos, and all the necessary components to set these up quickly, okay? So like I said, what you're getting access to today, well over $5,000 in real-world value, agency structure and setup, landing clients up front, quick and easy value and advanced service delivery, the best traffic sources to use, high-converting landing pages, reporting, retention, and referrals, critical templates and resources, our lead advanced software, and personal hands-on assistance from us, well over $5,000, and that's before you even include the done-for-you funnels, which you're getting as a fast action bonus by being one of the first 50 people. To get access, head over to leadfunnelslab.com/sharks. All right, so this is the sales page, and what it does is it just breaks down what I said here, guys. So if this fast action bonuses is still available at the top, then that means that we haven't sold out yet. It shows everything you're getting access to when you sign up today, our personal hands-on assistance, our custom lead advanced software, our critical templates and resources, reporting and retention, all the modules to the Lead Funnels Lab, including the best traffic sources, right? And then for the first 50 people, you get our lead funnels, our done-for-you funnels, right? There's 2 payment options. So if you go with the one-time payment, you save about $100, or you can do a 2-pay for $297 spread over 30 days. 2 payments of $297. Again, you're getting access to all 8 modules of the course, right? And then we reiterate our bonuses here, which is everything I've been talking about in my slides. So you get access to our client landing software, you get our personal hands-on assistance, you get our critical templates and resources, and again, just kind of recap here, over $5,000 in real-world value. It says right here, by combining our lead funnels training, our local lead funnels training with our lead advanced software, you'll have everything you need to start landing $1,000 clients up front and keep them paying for years to come by driving leads on a regular basis. Not only that, but you're not out there alone, right? We're here to help with our private mastermind group, dedicated email support, and monthly group coaching calls. We've literally left no stone unturned with this package designed to help you succeed as fast as possible. So don't pass up the chance to get access to this exclusive training and software for a fraction of what it will be, what we will be charging after this current special ends. So like I said, Tom went ahead and put those buy button links in there. So if you hit the one-pay link, go ahead and get it for $4.97, all right? So while we're doing this, while we're hanging out, I'm going to go ahead and go back through and just take any questions, all right? I saw a lot of questions coming along. The chat box has been extremely active. So let me see if I can go back in here and kind of address some of your guys' questions. If you have any questions that I haven't addressed yet, all right, so if you have a question that you asked earlier and I missed it, if you could go back and pop it in again, just because the chat box has been flooded with comments recently. So that would be helpful. So I'll just go back in order here. Paul said, do you try to sell a biz that doesn't have a website? Yes, absolutely, Paul. We can easily see that they don't have a website with the Lead Advance tool. Like it'll pop up a broken thumbnail, and that's how you know they don't have a website. And you can still find their contact information and contact them. So just if they don't have a website, that's actually a great target, okay? Can we have you do all the outsourced website development, rep management? Okay, so Roger, you can't outsource the rep management to us. We do have a different training on that, completely different than this, but you can absolutely outsource the website development, okay? And we have it set up that you start at a low cost. You can absolutely outsource to us the websites, okay? And there's details on that in the members area of how you get that all set up. All right. David said, is email marketing the only method that you teach to gain new clients? No, actually, we do discuss networking as well. We use networking, right? We don't mind doing that at all. I'm asking because I've done email marketing in the past, and emails are not opened. We actually tend to get a pretty good response rate from our emails using the system, David. But yeah, you could take this demo strategy. You could go to a networking event. You could collect everybody's business cards. You can go home and look at their websites, and the ones that aren't great, you can build them a demo and then send them an email. Hey, I went and checked out your website. I thought you could use some improvement, so check this out, right? So you can easily do that as well. Can the demo website be a real website? So Henry, the way that works is, and actually, matter of fact, let me go ahead and just show you some examples here. My screen's a little funky every time I back out of my presentation, but get that out of my way here. But what I want to show you is just some examples. So these are not fully functional, right? But they look really good, okay? So if you were to go here, you click on this button, it's not going to take you anywhere, right? Same here. Click on this, it's not going to take you anywhere. Or it just takes you down to a different part of the page. They're designed to show them what the website could look like. And then once they say, okay, yeah, I want that, then you have a designer build it. You can have them build it in WordPress. You can have them build it in Joomla. You can have them build it in whatever, using whatever website builder that you may want to use, right? So it's just some examples. But I just want to point out how the links aren't really, if I click here on home, it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to go anywhere, about us, services. It's just a demonstration of what their website could look like. And then you can take this and you can give it to the designer and say, hey, I need you to build this out and make it fully functional, okay? So hopefully that makes sense, all right? While I'm over here off my website, I just want to show you guys a couple more things about the course. So once you get access, you'll get access to our Lead Funnels Lab and our Lead Advance software. So you'll log in here. You'll be able to go straight to the course. So each module has videos within it. You go there. You can access the templates and resources, all the details on the personal hands-on assistance, also the details in there on getting the websites built, how we get those websites built for you, and then the done-for-you lead funnels for everybody who gets in on the fast action bonuses. And then over here in your Lead Advance software, you'll be able to create your account, get things configured, and then we'll go through how to use the software in detail, okay? So this is also the software here for anybody that was kind of wondering, what it looks like. That was just I had it open in another tab. And I just want to cover that stuff real quick before I get back to my presentation. So let me get back to the questions as soon as I get my swap here done. And we'll continue to go. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, this is really a great deal. Like, if you guys are out there and on the fence, like, to be able, I mean, this software is super slick, and I think this really is a great deal with all the bonuses Neil and these guys have put together. Yeah, this is definitely great. Thanks, Neil. I'll turn it back over to you.
No, you're fine, man. You're fine. Thank you. That's what I'm going to do now is kind of go through all these questions that I see in here. BJ said, do you have a live website template? What's
I was
that?
going to say, do you think you could go through the bonus stack real quick, just so people can kind of see what they're getting all again?
Yeah, since it got a little thrown off there. Yeah.
Yeah.
No problem.
We'll get to your questions, guys.
All right.
We just want to make sure you know what's all included. I know we kind of had a minute there since you knew, since you saw it all, and it really is a whole lot of stuff. So I just want to make sure you guys are clear on it.
Yeah, let me back up a little bit here. Okay, so first off, you're getting access to our Lead Advanced software, right? So you're getting our Lead Advanced software as a bonus. There's no ongoing cost. It's a one-time fee. There's no ongoing cost, no monthly. We're not going to charge you a year from now or anything like that, okay? You can find red-hot prospects in minutes. You can crawl their website, pull key data. You're getting a grandfathered license. So as we continue to upgrade this software, we just made some updates a little while ago. We've got another list of them that are being worked on in the sandbox right now. And we've got some big ideas for this tool that we're going to continue to add. And you're going to get all that stuff added to it. I don't want to give away too much, but we're working on adding some video elements where you'll be able to kind of create video demos and things along those lines. So all that is automatically upgraded for you. You'll never have to pay another dollar to use our Lead Advanced software, okay? So that's, the big bonus right there. That's our a super valuable bonus. You're also getting our 8-module course, right? So you're getting everything included in the 8-module course, how to land the clients, how to design the funnels, the formula that we use to really, sell the prospects, drive leads, sorry, how to create high-converting landing pages, our reporting, retention, referrals, our templates and resources, so you get all those checklists for all the services, and our Lead Advanced software as a bonus, right? And then in addition to that, you also get our personal assistants, okay? So we do dedicated email support. So if you're in our Lead Funnels Lab, you're already automatically tabbed as a customer. If you send us an email, we'll respond to you within 1 business day, Robert or myself. Private mastermind group. We also do monthly group coaching calls, which I'll talk more about in a second. And consulting on your first funnel. So once you set up your first funnel, we'll actually sit down with you. You can access this whenever the time comes once you land a client. And we'll jump on Skype. We'll take a look at what you have set up. We'll look at your ads, whatever you need help with to make sure that it's running effectively and actually getting results for your clients, all right? So I feel like that's a huge bonus right there, knowing that you've got us kind of in your corner when you get that first client to help you set that up. Okay, so these are the group coaching calls that we have set up in advance. We're going to go over driving leads for hotels, day spas, and salons, deep dive Facebook lead gen, driving leads for medical niches. Then on November 8th, we'll go into AdWords for local lead gen. Then next month, we'll go into legal niches for how to drive leads for lawyers and things like that. January 10th, we'll go into driving leads for contractors, roofers, and plumbers, and all that type of stuff. Okay, so and then we'll continue to build out the schedule as we go. Like I said, we have limited spots available. I haven't really been paying attention. I don't know where we're at with that exactly right now, but we have to limit the number of spots available because Robert and I are putting a lot of personal time into helping people in this program, and we only have so much time and be able to run our businesses as well. Okay. That's the testimony I ran through earlier. So kind of the total, everything you're getting here today, well over $5,000, the entire 8-module course, the best traffic sources, the tactical lead strategies, the critical templates and resources, access to our custom Lead Advanced software, personal hands-on assistance, our checklists, our templates, our proposals, all that stuff, right? And so head over to leadfunnelslab.com/sharks and get access before, the price goes up. Also, if you're one of the first 50 people who invest today, you'll get 3 done-for-you funnels, right? 3 done-for-you local business funnels for our real estate, chiropractor, and contractor niches. So everything you see in here where there's something that you might actually create, write copy, create an ad, create a landing page, all that stuff, it's already created for you in advance, right? And then we give you training on how to set it up, and you have all the necessary components to create these funnels. You can go out there and deploy them, right away, all right? So I'm not sure where we're at on the fast action bonuses just yet, but like I said, kind of final recap here of everything that you're getting. The best traffic sources to use, high converting landing pages, tactical lead strategies, reporting, retention, and referrals, critical templates and resources, access to our Lead Advanced software, which is an amazing value in and of itself, and personal hands-on assistance from us, plus 3 done-for-you funnels that you can take and run away with, all right? So head over to robertknight.com/sharks and get instant access. All right. So at this point, let me go ahead and take the questions. Is there a money back period, Steve? There's a 30-day refund period. Yes. So you have access for 30 days and then go from there. Okay. All right. So Robert, how are we doing on the fast action bonuses now that the dust has settled, so to speak? I see some people asking, wanting to make sure that they're getting in. And
Yes,
stuff
yeah.
like that.
It looks like we definitely have some left. Looks like we're a little under half.
Okay. All right, perfect. All right, guys, so we're a little under half, and there's still access, so if you're kind of waiting on that, if you're hoping on it, make sure you jump in there now. Am I one of the first 50? Yes, Kathy, you are one of the first 50. Yes, we are recording, Donald. We'll get this out. Drew said he's in. Great to have you, Drew. Steve said, I was asking because I'm taking a chance on this. Yep, you're still in. You're still one of the first 50, Steve. All right. Can my VAs get access? Absolutely, Laszlo. So you get one account, but you can let other people log into that account and use it, right? So you can have more than one VA in there working, pulling leads and creating demos and sending the emails for you on a regular basis, okay? Tammy said if we got the other link, we still get the bonuses. Correct, yeah. So Robert said we haven't crossed the threshold yet, so we were under half just a couple minutes ago, Steve. So yeah, they're still available.
Yeah,
some
and,
people are asking for your guys.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so
yes, we do have fast action bonuses less. Yes.
Absolutely. And I'm just going back here, guys. There was a lot of comments coming in while I was kind of going through those bonuses one more time, so I want to make sure that I didn't miss anything.
Awesome.
Rob, sorry if there was a mistake in the copy on the sales page, Rob. It's absolutely a one-time fee. There's no ongoing cost for lead advance at all. All right. Do the done-for-you funnels generate leads for local business clients, or are they for getting clients? They're for generating leads for those clients, right? So the done-for-you funnel for a real estate agent is once you land them as a client, you set that up, and that's how you generate leads for them. Okay, same for the chiropractors and same for contractors, right? So the contractor one can work pretty well for, a variety of niches within that. There's all types of, home services, bathroom remodeling, outdoor stuff, all that type of stuff. So that actually spreads out to quite a few more clients as well. David said, do we need to get an SMTP server? Yes, the software uses SMTP for the email integration.
You won't need a
right.
separate server or anything, though. You can just use any email address that you have set up. You just put in the SMTP details and it sends it out with no problem.
Awesome. Yeah, I showed you the demo sites earlier, BJ. You can see the examples of those. Martin said he's in.
Hey, Nick,
Do we have
people,
to purchase another stuff?
See, I see people on here like, what's the shark bonuses? we didn't have a bonus for this. Maybe we should have came up with one. I tell you what we'll do. Look, if you guys jump in on this deal right now, and you don't have our website Profit Monster training, which is like, it's a website builder theme that we use to easily build websites, and a training. It sells for $200 right now on our website. If you mail us your receipt into support, you mail your receipt to offlinesharks.com/support, we will get you access to website Profit Monster, so that you have a way. That's what we have our team use to build the sites. You can just give your developer that theme. They can, it's very flexible, so they can make a lot of different sites out of it. So it looks pretty good. So we'll throw that in. So just email your receipt to offlinesharks.com/support, and you'll get website Profit Monster. It's I think we sell it for $197 right now, but it is a great product. You get a lot of good stuff out of it. It goes with this perfectly.
Wow.
We'll include that for anybody that sends in their receipt.
Well,
Awesome, guys. Well, thank you for doing that. I
be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was just trying to get through some of these questions. There's still more stuff that I missed back here, guys. Jimmy asked, do the demo sites have a watermark displayed on them when they're viewed by potential clients? No, there's no watermark. And we've actually had this question come up before, like, can somebody steal it? I mean, it's not a functional website. So I mean, they could pay somebody else to build it, but that's really about all they could do with it. You know what I mean? So we don't really have a reason to watermark them, Jamie. And if you guys notice any questions I missed too, feel free to let me know. The chat box really blew up, and I don't want people having questions and then I just kind of left them hanging, you know. So, all right, looks like I got everything that so far. If there's any other questions that I might have missed, feel free to go ahead and pop them in here at the end. And thank you guys for giving out that bonus. That's awesome. So in case you guys missed that, that's what Nick and Tom are saying. They're giving out their website profit monster to everybody who picks this up. And that's a $197 value that you get from those guys. Okay.
Yeah. In addition to all the awesome bonuses that Neil and them are putting in there, you know, so like that's just an add-on thing there.
Yeah, let me kind of reiterate exactly what we're getting today. So like you said, you're getting the entire 8-module course. You also get our critical templates and resources, which includes a proposal template, reporting template, email templates, and there's one other thing I'm missing in there, and but I forget what it is. Anyway, you also get access to our custom lead advance software, and that's really the big value here, guys. I mean, you know, we could sell that on its own in the thousands of dollars, and it'd be well worth it. And I also wanted to point this out. We did a one-time license for our list or our customers, and we're doing this one-time license for Nick and Tom. However, we're going to be moving to annual only soon. Okay, so this is going to become an annual thing. You're getting hooked up big time here by getting the one-time license, right? And this is only during this, you know, special promotion with Nick and Tom. So make sure you jump on this. If you think you want to, you know, kind of wait on it and grab it later, you're going to have to pay annual. There's not going to be any one-time available at all. Okay, so I just want to make that clear. Does the demo web create real websites? So I want to kind of reiterate this one more time because this seems to be a question that we get a lot, Tammy. Before I do that, like I said, there's a link one more time. Head over to leadfunnelslab.com/sharks to jump in. I'll ask Robert in a second here where the fast action bonuses are. We still have some left, Robert?
Looks like we have just a few.
Okay, just a few left, all right?
Yeah.
So if you're on the fence and you want to grab those fast action bonuses, make sure you jump on that right away, okay? So what I was trying to show you about this, what this demo website is, right, it's not a fully functional website. It's just a demo, a demonstration of what we could do for them, right? Because it wouldn't even make sense time-wise, you know, time-consuming-wise, to go out and build fully functional websites for all these people. With the software, we're able to build these demos in just a couple minutes, and it looks really nice. And we let them know that, hey, this is just an example. It's not fully functional. If you'd like this to, you know, build this out for you and make it fully functional, you know, please get in touch with us, right? And that's what it's all about, is have them say, wow, this looks good. I would like something that looks like this, right? Or, you know, like this, or whatever demo, whichever demo you sent over to them, okay? And it's super easy to use, guys. Like I said, you saw me go into that demo. It took me about 5 minutes, pull some leads. All you have to do is pretty much pull the leads, you know, drag and drop their content, and then create the demos, right? And then from over there, you can go and you can look at all the demos you can, you know, that you've created, and create 6 demos for each one. Oh, and it just takes a second, right? So I just want to show you guys that. I know a lot of people were asking about, hey, how do these, you know, demos, are they functional or not, or how does that work? They're intentionally not fully functional. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you want people to reach out to you. Like, you want them to see that demo site. I mean, it's just an example, right? It does, you know,
Exactly.
once you go to the next step, you're going to reach out to them, talk to them about what they want. And, you know, there may be some changes that you make to the demo site based on what they want, right? Like, depending on if they want certain functionality and stuff like that. But this is the foot in the door, right?
That's what it is. It gets their attention. Instead of, you know, sending them an email that says, hey, you don't know me at all, but I can help you, we're saying, hey, you know, we took some time to show you what we could do for you. You know, we don't even know you just yet. You know what I mean? And that's what gets people like, whoa, this is interesting, you know? And that's really kind of the driver of the foot in the door. And what's nice is, you know, then they say, okay, I like this, but can you add this or that? And you say, okay, great, no problem. And then you do that, you build it, and boom, you make a nice, you know, chunk of money. And they don't even, you know, they're not like worried about, is this person going to sell me all this other stuff? Or, you know, they're just excited about their new website. And now you've built that trust. You've started the conversation with them. You made some money already. And then now you can kind of go in and say, hey, I researched your business, and I think we can really help you get more leads. Would you be interested in that, right? And most of them are, right? A good percentage are, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. Can we get a copy of the theme from the demo to build out? That is a feature, actually, Kathy, that we are working on right now. Robert has kind of figured out how to do that, and but it's not in there yet. But the good thing is you get the grandfather license, so all future upgrades, right? We have some really cool stuff for this. We're actually working on adding in a website analysis. It's coming pretty soon. I don't want to give an exact date on that, but it's in development right now. And like I said, as part of your license here today, you're getting a grandfather license. So any upgrade that we make to the software, you guys are going to get access to it. Okay. I said another website is a demo. Like I said, BJ, what you do is you want to go ahead and once you make the purchase, once they say, okay, I'd like the demo, you just give that demo to a designer and say, hey, build this in WordPress for me, right? And actually what we do is we have like a VA who runs, like we bought a really nice WordPress theme, or a good WordPress theme that can pretty much, is super versatile and can pretty much build anything you want. Robert teaches about how to do all this inside the training, right? But you can then take that WordPress theme and have your VA, replicate what the demo looks like, all right? And you can get all that. I mean, you're talking maybe $100, $200 in cost by the time that's done, and you're selling them for $1,000 to $1,200, $1,500, $2,000, right? Nice. SR said they have one of our other products and it was well thought out. So thank you for your comments there. Is there any other questions, guys? I see we're kind of running late, long. We've got you here for a minute. Feel free to ask some questions. Sounds like we still got a few of those fast action bonuses. Thank you guys for being cool. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. And Nick and Tom, thanks for having us out here, and really appreciate it as well. Do you guys have anything you want to add before I wrap it up? And final call for questions if anybody wants to continue to ask questions.
Yeah, man. Well, first of all, the presentation was great. I mean, we were really excited to bring this to our Sharks because, we have so many people in our community. I think websites really get overlooked. They really are, I think, for the average person, one of the best ways to get your foot in the door. It's something that a lot of businesses, even in 2019, do not have right. Like they have old ones, they need updates. Whenever someone starts a business, the first thing they always want to do is get a website. So your chances of coming across people that need websites as a service, I think is super high, much higher than other services. And like Nick was talking about, what we love about them is, there's something that gives you the ability to branch off with other services pretty easily, because when somebody, once they have a website, they need to figure out how to get traffic there. They need to show up in Google. They need their Google My Business stuff set up, or they want to, they want to drive traffic to social media or whatever. So it really is a great service to offer that allows you to cross-sell multiple different things. We do that all the time. And I think your software just makes this whole process so super easy. Like it blew my mind when Nick showed me what it did, and I was like, I saw the demos. I was like, 6 different, like you can send them 6 different potential websites, like to look like, that's just crazy. Imagine this from their side, from your prospect side. It looks like you put some time and energy into this. Like you're not just some fly-by-night person trying to get them on a deal. It looks like you've spent a lot of time focusing on their business and how you can help them. And the reality is you didn't. You just took, maybe 5 minutes. And but from their side, it looks like you did all this amazing stuff. So, I mean, it's really great that advanced value is just built in there, and you're instantly seen as someone who's serious and knows what they're doing, right?
Right. There's no question of like, can you help me? It's like, well, yeah, obviously I can help you, basically.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Like you said, the cool part is the customization, their logo, their text, all that. And I love how the software just crawls and pulls all that information for you. You don't have to do any of that manually, and it comes off like you probably spent a lot of time on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, Tom. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, no, we really appreciate you guys coming on here. And Nick, you have anything you wanna say before we wrap this up?
Yeah, good job, you guys. But I knew this was going to be a hot topic for us. Our people they're super big into working with local businesses, obviously, but web design is something that they're not afraid to do because they know how easy it can be if you just have access to the right system. I think the website Profit Monster bonus that we're throwing in, I mean, it complements everything that you guys are doing, right? Like you're using your software to prospect for websites. Obviously, you have a lot of training. You have a lot of prospecting training. You have training on how to set up your own fulfillment, but you also are giving them a chance to outsource with you guys, which makes it even more incredible because they don't really have to build a website if they don't want to. But if they want to, they can, of course, use, the bonus that we're throwing in to build the website as well. So for most people, I think they're afraid of websites. A lot of people can say that they are, but I don't think our group is by any stretch because they know how easy it actually is. And it's just a matter of having access to the right system. And this is an awesome tool. I think it'll, make a lot of prospecting much more simple for a lot of people because like you've, mentioned over the course of the call many times about just giving value up front. And I think that's a big, big part of making it easy for people that aren't good at selling. And I know this because I speak from experience, right? Like I'm not good at selling. I'm not good at cold calling. I don't like walking into businesses. I think Robert and I think we're two of the same. And I think Neil and Tom, they're two of the same. We have very similar partnerships going on. And what it has come down to for me to be successful selling is just having a way to talk to people that's not really considered selling. And that's really what Neil hit on the head when he presented this. So, I think it's an awesome, fantastic offer. Thank you guys for bringing it to the Sharks.
Yeah, we really do appreciate you guys taking time. Hey, and we appreciate all you Sharks being here. I mean, we had a lot of people on this webinar. We still have a lot of people on this webinar. We really appreciate you taking time out of your busy Thursday to show up and hang out with us and see this great info. If you have any questions, feel free to email us, offlinesharks.com/support. Also, I did see somebody was asking about our another training that we have for our monthly membership people on August the 9th. And is that August the 9th? Yeah, we record all the calls, Michael. I guess that's what I'm getting at. So if we do a training, there'll be a recording of it. So anyway, guys, thanks again so much for joining us on this great Thursday. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. And if you have questions, just hit us up at offlinesharks.com/support. Neil, Robert, thanks again. You guys have a great day up there, and we'll talk to you later.
All right, sounds good. Thanks a lot, Tom, and I appreciate you guys having us out.
Our pleasure.
See you guys later.